Why solitude is wonderful. Solitude, the art of being alone, the art of being able to think for yourself. If you're never alone, you are never truly yourself because other people create a version of you that you have to live up to. You cannot fully be yourself around other people, even your friends, less the colleagues around you. The more financially free you are, the more you can be yourself because you can say what you want and you have fuck you money. So solitude is truly great. Being alone, reading books, thinking, writing, understanding life, pondering thoughts, and truly finding a philosophy that you can then go out in the world and act upon. Otherwise, someone else would give you a philosophy that you act on instead of finding your own philosophy. And that's why I'm reading philosophy. So you understand other people's thoughts and beliefs, and then you build your own philosophy. And then you go out in the world and you become a Ubermensch. You become strong, you become smart, you become great. And you have to ponder and think yourself, because otherwise you will always obey. In the beginning, I think it's important to obey. Like total freedom is not great. It's not good for you. If you're not a thinker yourself and having freedom, that just means that you will do unimportant things and just waste your time and energy and money. Instead, go to a thinker, go to someone that is smarter than you and has more experience than you, and join them and listen to them and learn from them until you can build your own thing. It's very dumb to just build your own thing and think you're better than everyone else without any experience, without having been thinking at all or any education. Just like, I want freedom. I see today many people just want freedom for the sake of freedom. But actually, they just want to do what they want and have hedonistic pleasure from things that they do think that they want because of the advertising and social media, which has created these wants in people. But if they were alone in solitude, they would be able to find what they actually want. Many times I thought that I wanted something, and then I got it, and then I understood that I don't actually want it. So I traveled to Romania because I didn't want to live in Sweden, I said. But then I didn't like the the culture. I liked some part of it, but always be socializing, and then the infrastructure in comparison to Sweden wasn't great. So you have to find where you belong and where you fit in the best. So at least in Sweden, perhaps you don't like the social culture, but you have the possibility to be in solitude and have time to think and be alone, which is great if you are a thinker and you like to be alone as well. I like to talk with people if it's about solving problems or deeper thoughts and philosophy and psychology, discussing ideas. I don't want to discuss people or sit and talk, oh, what did he do? I don't really care. I care about finding solutions to problems and discussing ideas and coming up with new ideas and understanding things that I didn't understand before. So I rather just talk. I can talk with any person if they have some interesting thoughts and we can discuss that idea and come to a new conclusion. Because you need to hear both parts. You cannot just say, oh, I know everything. Actually, the more you read, the more books I read, the more I understand that there is so much knowledge that I can never understand everything. And wisdom, like Lao Tzu said, when you add things, you get more knowledge. And when you remove things, you attain more wisdom. So it's not only about knowing everything, that will make you more wise. It will make you more smart, more book smart. Yeah, you know some statistics. But when it comes to actions and a real life situation, you cannot sit and think about, okay, so from this data, it told me that this will be the right action. But wisdom is when you apply the knowledge and then you see, okay, from this situation, when I apply the knowledge, I got this result. So having that extra knowledge can help you, because if you get into a situation and you need to use that knowledge in order to get a result, now you can try the knowledge, and see if it worked or not. And then from that conclusion, from taking action on the knowledge you read or heard from someone else, you will be able to see what worked and what didn't work. And then the next time, now you're more wise. You see, okay, this didn't work, but part of it worked. So now we'll add this to my philosophy and I'm more wise. So it's the same in sales. You try a script from someone else and you see this part worked and this part didn't work. And then everyone is different. So perhaps a part of it worked for me because of my personality and the way that I am, but for someone else it would not work because they have a different personality and they have a different way of talking and being. So I can play a certain character that other people cannot play. You need to look at yourself and understand. This is wisdom. You need to understand, okay, who am I? What am I good at? What are my strengths? Where am I from? How do I look? Am I tall? Am I short? This just play roles because appearances matter when you see people. So if you're tall, yes, you have a certain advantage in terms of status because people look up to you. You don't have to do anything about that. And it's other things as well. So if you're a 10 out of 10 and you know you're a 10 out of 10, well, you have more status and you have more leverage in a social situation because people will give you more things because you're attractive. It's the same with a book. If the cover looks better, people will give it more chances. But then if the inside is bad, you will not continue reading it. But if the book has a bad cover, perhaps people will not open it, but it could have the best knowledge inside. But this is the reality. It doesn't matter what you feel. This is the truth. Appearances matter. So, of course, you need to have both. Because usually the outside reflects the inside. So energy you can totally control. You can be in control of your energy. If you walk like this, you smile outside, people will think you're a happy person, a confident person. But if you walk like this, people will think you're not confident and you're an angry person. So people will be less prone to approach you. So you need to understand yourself. And then from the knowledge you read outside, apply that knowledge in terms of the character and the avatar that you have yourself. This is wisdom. And understand where you are, your culture, the people around you, what their culture are, understand other people, how they are, and then use your knowledge and skills to best approach the situation. So sit in solitude, understand yourself. You can even use ChatGPT now, which will help you even more. Because now you can ask ChatGPT for more feedback and more ideas that you didn't have before. Before you just had to ask yourself. Now you can use ChatGPT as well for knowledge, but then you have to think on that knowledge and really analyze it and come up with your own idea. So sit in solitude, be with yourself, read books, write down ideas and thoughts that you have, and learn something new. Become wise, not only smart. Bye-bye.